Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys. Bro, get up. Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 5 video. And in today's video, we're going to touch on a really big problem that I see in UFC 5 right now. And that is the judges' scorecards. The judges' scorecards are so damn weird in UFC 5. And EA really hasn't released a statement on what goes into these judges' scorecards. Like what the criteria that the judges in the game score the fights on. So it really leaves a lot of the mind to wonder, you know, what exactly warrants, you know, a 10-8 round, or what exactly wins you rounds in this game. So I'm going to break it down. A prime example of what I'm talking about here in this fight. It was one of the fights that my teammates did, Papa Doc, in the ESFL event last Sunday. And then I want you guys to let me know, did you guys think that he won the fight? Did you guys think it was a draw? Did you guys think he should have lost the fight? Let me know in the comment section. And then I'll let you guys know at the end of the video what I thought the judges really, and how the judges really should have scored this fight. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Doc, he's a legend in the sport, fighting ungodly. Round one, Bailey, let's take it away.
All right, here we go, man. I mean, both guys are going to desperately want to win in this one, let me tell you. I mean, both guys are real competitive, so to beat 0-1, that's okay, but to be 0-2 at the start of the season, that is demotivating. And Papa Doc looking freaking clean right now and throwing some venom behind those shots, but good work there. Pushing himself off the fence from Ungodly, retaking the center. There's the level change.
It is.
Already, we're going to see some ground game of Papa Doc, but good deny from Godly.
Yeah, and I like Papa Doc able to land that early pull counter to let you know, hey, you can't just, you know, just wing shots because I'm already on the counter offensive.
Now, I want to pause it right here because I want you guys to notice what's going on. If you guys see, Papa Doc really has been the aggressor so far in this round. And not only has he been the aggressor, he's landed a clean counter shot, and he's also got a takedown. So you would think that Papa Doc is winning this round so far. So let's see the way that it plays out.
Okay, so, you know, Papa Doc letting you know, like, hey, look, you can't just throw these combos, but here it is. Ungodly still able to time those round strikes there and a straight strike there from Papa Doc. So let's see how this head movement game plays out from here on out, Bailey.
Yeah, I like the twos to the body. Oh, nice timing from Papa. Oh, man, that was really
head kick was different.
Yeah, the problem is if this does go to the ground, you've got to think, and we already saw it tonight in the Makhachev-Poirier matchup. So good on top is Makhachev and Poirier. Yeah, in a real disadvantage there. Now in this body lock. Counter takedown, though.
Wow.
Back to the feet. Nice.
Yeah, back to the feet. Ungodly there. You know, and there's the counter. So Papa Doc.
All right, now we see as we go along further, Ungodly was able to make a comeback. He started landing quite a bit of shots, landing some nice damage on Islam. He was able to hit the inside trip to deny getting taken down out of that double leg bail. But he's done a lot of work to work himself back into this round. So, I mean, right now I kind of have it even, but I'd give Papa Doc the slight edge just because he's pressing forward. And now this is where the judges' scorecards really come into play. Because in UFC 4, 3, 2, or at least in UFC 4, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go into UFC 3, 2, and 1. In UFC 4, if the rounds were close, and a similar amount of damage was landed, the aggressor won the round. So this is something that I'm pretty sure Papa Doc was feeling like, hey, you know what? I'm walking forward. Even though he's landing damage on me, I'm landing damage on him. I've taken him down. You know, even though it's a really close round, I think in his mind, he feels like he's having a lot of success in winning the round right here.
He's on the pull counters. He's on the sways. I think he's on top of his game right now. He's winning the stamina battle right now. Papa Doc doing a good job all around, Bailey. Landing the counter strikes also.
There's the ankle pick, and he's going to get it. If he fades back along the fence. Lovely job. Tree topping him down. Straight back to half guard though for Godley. That's not too bad, but you know Papa Doc's going to be looking to work towards mount. Tries the instant posture up and gets denied. Now denies the full guard return. Let's see what he's up to. Gone.
And see, this is the thing about Papa Doc. I mean, you just see a well-rounded attack. You know, you see the counters. You know, you see the head movement. You see the takedown. So, you know, this is what we was talking about earlier. Papa Doc is going to come with a well-rounded fighter in a well-rounded game because you have to be prepared for everything. And so I like what I'm seeing in this first round from Papa Doc. Now he's getting some control time. So I would think you've done.
All right. Now, I want to clarify. I want to pause and clarify something right here because Boxer, that's not an accurate statement what he just made right now. If you have your opponent in full guard, you don't get any top control time. You don't. When he was in half guard, he had top control time. But right here, this isn't considered control time anymore. They don't consider this any top control time. So really, this is about even. It really is. So, even though Papa Doc's hit him with a clean ankle pick takedown, and that counts for something right here, he's not really scoring any points, but he's kind of just ticking the time away.
A lot if you want to impress the judges here in round one, especially if you can win in round one on top, baby.
Trying to sit for that guillotine right there, and he drained a bunch of stamina. Now going to struggle through it as well, and he gets the pass to half.
How did he get out of that?
I just think he wasn't watching the transition, man. He was probably watching the stamina bar. That does happen, you know. And here's this ground and pound that we talked about. Nice explosion at the end of the round. Close first round.
All right, now I want to look at the stats right here, right? Papa Doc got 2 out of 7 takedowns. So he got a couple takedowns. He had 1:04 top control time. But he also landed 46 of 75 strikes. Now, the only thing that TK Ungodly did in this round is he had one more significant strike. But he actually threw more of them than Papa Doc and only landed one more. So, overall, in my opinion, and I'm not just saying this because he's my teammate, I really think Papa Doc won this round. He did. He was able to get a takedown. He controlled the center of the octagon more. And he only got outstruck by one significant strike while landing more. I mean, really not a lot was done too much in this round. But, you know, they kind of went back and forth with counter shots. But I feel like Papa Doc definitively won this first round.
Yeah, close first round. I mean, we go back to that submission sequence. You know, you're draining your stamina and you know somebody has to make a move before their stamina is all the way depleted. You know, but whenever you're defending that guillotine, those transitions are very fast and they're very subtle. So Papa Doc able to get out of that. Good job, you know, by Papa Doc. So round 2, take it away.
Okay. Back at it, trading, catches the kick, spin an elbow. Nice block, and again with these short combinations on the inside. Rolling underneath, beautiful head kick from Papa Doc. He's always looking for it. Pull counter elbow though, keeps him in the fight. Nice work from Ungodly. And you have a good recovery time on Dustin as well, which helps with that. You know, you can fire back nice and quick. Beautiful head kick though. And he'll sure be looking for that again as they trade left hooks.
All right, now I want to stop it because I want you guys to really notice this and not let it bypass you that Papa Doc stunned him. He stunned him. He did. He stunned him early in that round. So right now, Papa Doc's in the lead. He really, really is. And as you would think, right? Going off of what we know about scorecards, he's in the lead because he got a stun, right? So let's just keep that in mind as we go along.
Right hooks.
Nice slip. Now Papa Doc going again for another turning takedown. That gets denied here. Ungodly returning some strikes of his own. Papa Doc landing those 1-2s.
Interesting Papa Doc's going for that single leg because that's probably the easiest takedown to defend because the animation takes so long. So you can usually tell by that point I'm being taken down and you can just track the movement nice and easy. Slips the straight. Rear uppercut. Now chucks a few more behind it. But Ungodly not able to land again. Lead hook lands right there though. As Papa Doc trying to time the head movement. All of a sudden, Ungodly pushing forward, looking super dangerous.
Yeah, ungodly. I mean, getting it done with that rock, you always have to be cognizant of that power of justice.
All right, now, obviously, Ungodly just got a rock right here on Papa Doc, so it's really kind of 1-1. It's one rock apiece, so the round is kind of up for grabs. It's really up for grabs, so really it's hard to say who's really winning this round because they both have a rock, and both of them are kind of just trading off who's walking forward and who's controlling the center of the octagon right here. So with 2.5 minutes left, this is pretty much anybody's round. I would safe to say it's pretty much anybody's round.
Gaethje and another perfect strike there. And man, while he's throwing those knees, Ungodly able to land a huge uppercut there on Papa Doc. It seemed like the tides or the momentum has slightly shifted here. Let's see if Ungodly can keep that momentum on his side, baby.
Double knees. I like this. I'm not sure why he's not moving backwards. I don't know if there's a transition you can hit from there. I don't think you can return to an over-under or single collar slow. Interesting, Papa Doc was just standing there, taking the knees, trying to time something, but maybe he was just used to not walking backwards. And now he's getting really pressured back. The stamina, though, you know, he's burning that tank to do this damage is Ungodly. Tries the counter throw. Nice denied by Papa Doc. Going to swim backwards. And now fire 2 knees of his own. Doesn't get the run to defense, but puts on the pressure still. And Ungodly's able to reset along the cage. Oh, I thought that was going to the head, and the lead hook lands. He's hurt. Flips the uppercut, and no stamina. Just like
all right, now I want to pause it right there because another really big moment just happened, right? Ungodly got his second stun of the round, which you would think, hey, you know what? This puts him ahead in the round. It puts him ahead in the round. He stunned Papa Doc twice. Papa Doc's only hurt him once. And really the momentum is all swinging in Ungodly's direction right now. He has all the momentum with 1 minute and 7 seconds left in this round because he's winning it. He's winning it.
we talked about, out of range with a single leg. That's a shame.
Yeah, Ungodly has done a very good job at landing a lot of damage to the head, but you see Papa Doc returning of his own and looking still for that pull counter. So if I was Ungodly, I would be looking for those straights, but look at that stamina out of nowhere. Bailey and just almost just totally depleted here with Ungodly. So gotta be careful anytime that you're wrestling with Islam, you're going to be losing a whole lot of stamina, and that's what we're seeing here, Bailey. And I expect to see that Papa Doc throwing that pressure as he has a stamina advantage. But man, is he going to go for it, Bailey?
That was so nice. That 1-2, 1-2 uppercut, man.
All right, so there we see at the end of the round, Papa Doc did get a stun to the body and a clean knockdown on the cage on Dustin Poirier, right? So, in totality, we had one rock. I believe we had one rock on Papa Doc's side, 2 rocks, because he got a head rock and a body rock and a knockdown, I believe. Maybe he only got one. No, he got 2. He got 2. So he got 2, he got a knockdown to Ungodly's 2 rocks, right? So you would think with the knockdown, Papa Doc won that round. He did, because he got a knockdown instead of just a stun. So going back on what we know about UFC 4, right? And because they didn't say that the criteria for the judges' scorecards was gonna be different in UFC 5, we're thinking in our mind, you know what? That knockdown stole Papa Doc the round. Now, this is a very important thing for you guys to understand, and that's why I stopped it right here, because this plays a part into why I'm making this video. That sequence of events right there, that knockdown, should have won Papa Doc that second round. So as the fight goes on, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about, and it's going to really prove my point as to why EA needs to fix the judges' scorecards.
He was just waiting for the body shot, and it never came. Beautiful work there.
Yeah, Papa Doc emptied that gas tank, you know, to get in that scenario, but and end up getting the knockdown there with almost an empty gas tank. So it'll be interesting to see how much they recovered in between rounds, and just not nearly enough for Ungodly here. So I'm expecting Papa Doc to put on that pressure as he's doing right now, Bailey. And let's see if he can pick the proper shots to get a knockdown.
All right, now Papa Doc immediately comes out, not even literally 30 seconds into the fight and gets a clean rock, right? Gets a clean rock, is able to get the takedown here on the ground. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. He's already ahead in this round. And really, honestly, he should be ahead in this fight. You could say maybe the first round's debatable, but the second round with the 2 rocks, 1 up top, 1 to the body, and the knockdown, he should feel very, very comfortable with where he's at.
But he elects to go for the takedown, Bailey, and keeping it safe. This is what you do, and this is why it's a veteran move by Papa Doc.
That was super impressive right there, right? Like he timed the elbow and then he put together like a 6-punch sequence with every single shot landed at the perfect distance, and then he hit a takedown. Just that to me looks like Papa Doc is not here to play around, and he just smashed through that. That's great. Top position right here. Let's see what Ungodly can do. He's gotten up before, but he's in a bad spot now where a couple of ground and pound punches can really put him in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, you don't want to be, like we say, we've seen Islam posture up and a 97 ground striking here. And then Dustin Poirier does not have that rubber guard from that full guard position. So not quite as dangerous here. And Papa Doc here goes to the back. And then this is almost a 50-50 scenario. And he elects to go for that drag.
All right. Now he just got Ungodly was able to get back up to his feet, right? He got back up on the cage right there. Papa Doc was able to get him with a back-sitting pull-down, right? So that counts as a takedown. So right now, arguably, this is a 10-8 round. So far, this is a 10-8 round. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in this round. Papa Doc has not only gotten a stun, but he's controlled Dustin Poirier on the ground. And Dustin Ungodly really hasn't done anything of significance on the ground. Hasn't hit a reversal, hasn't landed elbows. He's done nothing in this round to warrant to go against warranting a 10-8 round.
Down here, and let's see if Papa Doc he has time, if he get that full mount, if he's able to keep the back, go to back sitting and then go into mount. But Papa Doc right now has the back side mount. Fight goes back to the feet, Bailey, and Ungodly back up. What do you have to do, Bailey, if you're Ungodly? Your stamina is down. You could be down in the fight. What do you do?
And there was another drag back down into back sitting. Another one. That's what, the 3rd takedown in this round with no kind of offense coming back from Ungodly at all.
In these situations,
I mean, it's really tough because as much as Papa Doc is doing on the feet, we know how good he is on the ground, Boxer. And like, to think that you can get up from there, okay, that's going to be tough. But when you're also Dustin Poirier, and you're...
Now, I want to stop it right there because you see Papa Doc did a lot of ground and pound damage on Dustin Poirier. He really did. That head health is at 5% maybe, right? So not only now is he getting the takedowns and he got the stun on the feet, but now he's damn near almost got him out with a stun on the ground as well.
Dealing with Islam Makhachev is even harder. So I don't know, man. You got to just go through your sequence of get-ups, your different fakes. You know, just keep mixing things up. The foot on the hip fake is getting denied, and if that's the problem, then you go for the hand that's not on the head backside fake. And if that's not working, then you punch first before each one. And you got to just stay active, man. You can't wait from bottom here. And he's trying to build some GA and time things. He's trying to time the fakes around as well. But now Papa Doc just read that straight away. Oh, straight standing up. Oh, okay. Doesn't want him.
And when you got Islam, I mean, when you go to the ground, you got that wrestling clinic.
Oh.
When you're on the feet, you got force of nature. Both of those perks are in play here, when, you know, especially when you go to the feet and you got that stamina advantage. You know, your opponent is doing less damage coming back. And that's what we see Papa Doc just able to, you know, just work that stamina advantage. And then even still, last couple of seconds, he's not taking chances, but huge knockdown.
No, he just got another knockdown off of an elbow. I mean, just being dominant in this round, Papa Doc is, right? So, like I said, with 16 seconds left, this is a 10-8 round. This arguably is a 10-8 round.
Down here from Papa Doc. Let's see if he goes for it. And he's still being safe, Bailey, and last. Okay, and this is why he's safe here. Since he's able to get the submission. Still.
All right, now we got Ungodly that went for a guillotine choke. He got him in the submission position. He didn't actually lock in the submission itself, but he was able to get into a submission position.
Not able to get it. Papa Doc doing veteran things inside of the octagon. And I think he got it done tonight here, bailing against Ungodly.
Yeah, I think he did. I mean, great performance from Papa Doc. Looked really good tonight. Showed us the striking, showed us the ground game. The way he was timing the jab with that elbow.
All right, now, before I show you guys this decision, right, you hear Balin and I'm a Boxer. They're all thinking exactly what we're all thinking. Everybody that was watching this live. Papa Doc won this fight. Even if he lost the first round, the second round should be his based off of what we know, right? Based off of what we know about judges. Obviously, I want to put an asterisk on this a little bit. It was UFC 4 knowledge. But based off what we know, Papa Doc should have won this fight, even with it going to the judges' scorecards. The third round should have been a 10-8 round. The second round should have been a 10-9 round for Papa Doc. And then arguably the first round, you know, if you want to give it to Ungodly, okay. But honestly, I thought Papa Doc won all 3 rounds, right? So before I let you guys see what occurs right here, just remember that.
It was just like, boom. It was actually the uppercut that time, but it was just beautiful, man. Like, yeah, that's confidence. Like, I'm just going to stand here as you step in.
Oh, Bailey, and look at this. This did not go.
Did we just watch a different fight?
What?
Or
look at look at this.
Now, I want y'all to see what is going on here, okay? So, like I told y'all, you can argue the first round. The first round was kind of tight, right? Papa Doc pushed forward. I felt like he did a little bit more work. He landed more total strikes. He got 2 takedowns in the round. The strikes were very, very even. I think Papa Doc, he actually outstruck him 48-36, but Ungodly had 1 more significant strike. So when the strikes are that close and Papa Doc is getting the takedown and being the aggressor in that round, you could argue that round was for Papa Doc, but I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it. You want to give him the first round? Okay, you give him the first round. The second round, how in the blue hell does a judge give Poirier the second? 2 judges give Poirier the second round. How? They both got 2 stuns and Makhachev got a knockdown. So the 2 stuns cancel each other out. They do. They cancel each other out. And the knockdown should have given Papa Doc that round. So that in itself pisses me off. The third round, you did not. I don't know what else you can do in UFC 5 to get a 10-8 round. He absolutely dominated Dustin Poirier. Or he absolutely dominated Ungodly in that third round. How the hell was that not a 10-8 round? How was that not a 10-8 round? What else do we have to do? I mean, you guys could go back and rewatch it. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something that didn't make that a 10-8 round. I mean, he literally had, 2 or 3 stuns with a knockdown and a stun on the ground? I mean, what else you want, bro? What else is there? And this is what I'm saying. EA, we have to address this problem, bro. Either, number 1, you got to fix the judges' scorecards criteria that you have in the game. Or number 2, you need to release how the judges score these damn fights. Because being left out in the dark like this really makes us question what the hell is going on. What is going on, bro? Number 1, that 2, if you get a knockdown, if you get the same amount of stuns as your opponent in a round and you get a knockdown, how that doesn't win you a round. And then in the third round, how you dominate a round completely and only get a 10-9. How does that make sense, bro? How does that make sense? But maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. So my viewers, everybody that's watching the video, let me know in the comment section. How did y'all judge this? How did y'all judge this fight? Is it a robbery? Because in my eyes, it's a robbery. I'm gonna tell you. Is it not a robbery? Do you think Dustin Poirier? Do you think Ungodly was the winner? Did you think it should have been a draw? Because I think at the worst case scenario for Papa Doc, it really should have been, it not really should have been, but at worst case, it's a draw. It's a draw. If you want to give Dustin Poirier 2 10-9 rounds, if you're crazy, all right. But how in the world that third round's not a 10-8 round? I don't know. I really don't know. Because he got him in a guillotine position but didn't actually lock up the sub. How is that, bro? How is that? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And this just isn't this kind of, like, this fight in particular. This has been happening to so many people in the game. So I've had my fill of it, bro. We either need to push for EA to change it or push for EA to drop the criteria for these judges' scorecards. Because, yeah, we need to know. We do. We need to know. And they got the answers for it. So, but that's it for the video, guys. Shout out to everybody that's tuned into the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. And please drop a comment in the comment section letting me know. Am I tripping? Am I right? How did you guys judge this fight? Did you guys think Ungodly should have won? Or are you guys more in line to what I'm thinking with that? It's really, Papa Doc really should have won this fight. But until the next video, guys, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I'll see y'all later on, though.